You guys, I cannot with this one. Okay, I cannot. It's just unbelievable. I'm trying to not curse here because I listened to myself on Wendy's live the other day, and oh my God, I was cringing. I'm like, oh, Leanna, stop dropping so many F-bombs. Like, I don't even realize I'm doing it. It's just habitual at this point. But anyway, I'm listening to Lorrrra's live, and once again, I just can't I can't wrap my head around this. Lorrrra, please don't ever become a travel agent. I cannot believe some of the stuff that was coming out of her mouth on this live stream from yesterday. I didn't even get, I don't even think 20 minutes through this thing, and my mind is just completely blown. So let's just take a quick listen here because she's going to talk about some of the things from my video. So let's take a listen.
That first, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that donated. I know I haven't gotten a couple of things yet because people, told me what they got, and I cannot thank you guys enough. I put it all in boxes today to ship it to my brother's house. We're going to pick it up in New York, and it's going to be like, I was trying to make it smaller. So with my discounts on shipping, it'll be about $75, $80 to ship everything, but it's still a lot cheaper than putting it in suitcases. So, because suitcases got expensive for, taking it on an airplane. So I'm going to go buy a U-Haul extra large box, and hopefully we could fit it all in there because that would only be like $50 instead of 3 separate boxes. But yeah. So for those of you that keep asking me about the list, I'm probably not going to do another one until we get there, set everything up, get what he needs. If there's anything that we forgot to get, I'll probably do a list for him and just have him send it right to his school. Because otherwise shipping could get too expensive. You know what I mean? So that's that.
So, she didn't get enough stuff. So now she's going to make another list when she gets there for you people to pay for. This is just crazy. And it's going to get crazier as I play more of the clip here. But the other day I was trying to wrap my head around why the fuck she would, trying not to curse, why she would fly into Albany to then take an almost 3-hour trip down to New York and then drive to Long Island and pass about, 4 or 5 airports on the way. It just doesn't make any type of sense to me. There's an airport right here in Suffolk County. It's a smaller airport called MacArthur Airport, which I grew up literally right around the corner from. But you got LaGuardia, you got Kennedy. I mean, shit, you could even fly into Newark Airport, which is literally on the other side of the city. So make that one make sense. I'm assuming maybe she saved a couple of bucks on a flight, but I'm like, girl, you're gonna spend whatever you saved on a flight, you're gonna spend in gas and tolls just getting to Long Island. So you're shipping the stuff that you got to your brother's house on Long Island, and then you're gonna drive there from there to Vermont. What? Who planned this trip? I thought maybe she was flying from Albany, which still didn't make a hell of a lot of sense to me the other day, and then going to Vermont from there, because that would make a little more sense than driving all the way, flying all the way up to Albany, and then coming all the way back down south, going all the way out east to Long Island, and then all the way back up to Vermont. It's how much money are you just blowing on this trip? It makes no sense whatsoever to me.
Because there are still people asking me, where's the list? Everything that I put on the list originally bought up. It was bought up within a half hour. And I honestly thought that it was fucked with and it wasn't really bought up, but no, it was actually bought. We got almost everything.
So she literally sat there blaming people the other day. She solved the crime. She was like, oh, and I know who it was. Somebody messed with my list. But no, people just bought her shit. These nice, kind, generous people bought her shit.
And then the other stuff I think is coming tomorrow. Because I know we're still waiting on a light, the rug. So I honestly, even Dayton, he was so excited over the stupidest shit. He's like, there you go, 85 check in a bed. That's what I'm saying. He saw the outlet thing.
Can I ask what the difference is paying $80 to ship a giant box or $80 to check your bag? You're going to end up paying the same amount of money. So why not have the stuff with you and make sure that it doesn't get lost or ruined? What? It doesn't even make sense, but okay. What money are you saving there if it all costs the same price? It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, I'm going to skip a little ahead in this stream. So I'm not playing the whole part there. But yeah, Doesn't make any type of sense.
So after having that fundraiser and completing the fundraiser.
Okay. Did anyone know I had a fundraiser? Because I didn't know I had a fundraiser. I literally did not know I had a fundraiser. If that's what you call a fundraiser, okay, I didn't raise any funds though. I actually raised gifts for my son.
Did you not think those gifts cost money?
And that he needs for school. And I understand, Brittany, that's something that you know nothing about because you told your kids just go to community college because that's how you think, Brittany. That's literally how you think. I haven't chatted or left any comments because last time I asked you questions about candles, Emma took my comments and posted them on a community page. Of course she did, girl, bye. Because she's an obsessed fucking stalker.
So this part's funny because this girl actually asked Laura a question about candle making. She was like, something about what size wicks do I need for an 8-ounce vessel? And she must have said it twice, and Laura clearly didn't read any of the, questions that she asked because her answer was her asking her what size vessel. So I gave her a pretty comprehensive answer, which was nice of me, but I guess, she's not going to comment anywhere now because, it might not end up on my community page. Like, girl, you're publicly commenting. So what's the difference? But, you just commented again. So, welcome to my video. Now you're in my video too. Don't comment, I guess, if you don't want people to see your comments on a public platform. But you're welcome for the answer. But anyway, Laura, so by me doing commentary on you, okay, and the things that you say makes me an obsessed stalker, what does that make you to Brittany then? Because I need to know. You are live about her. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. You're doing this live about Brittany, and you're threatening her in this live, by the way. Oh, test me, Brittany, But yeah, what does that make you? Just curious.
A jealous, obsessed stalker. But she's one of those people you just have to ignore and just don't even bother.
I'm so jealous, guys. I want to be an e-beggar too, guys. I'm so jealous of her. Oh my God. Anyway, all right, let's just move on here.
All right, let me go a little further. Now, I want you to know, I have not heard this yet. So this is blind reaction video. I heard about it and I know kind of what was said, but I haven't heard it myself. So I may get a little, aggravated. I may not. We'll see.
Lyra has admitted that she's going on a shopping spree.
Okay. When did I say I was going on a shopping spree? Me and Dayton are landing in Albany, and then I'm driving into the city, and I'm going to Canal Street, and I'm doing a haul. I'm sorry. I don't have money for a shopping spree. And she gets so excited about it. Okay. So Brittany, I understand you're not educated. And I understand that you probably don't know New York City. Do you know what Canal Street is, Brittany? Do you know why someone goes there? I'm just curious. You probably don't. So let me explain, okay? Canal Street is where you buy the best fake bags and wherever at a very, very discounted rate. And these people, you don't buy them on the street. You have to go to certain places and it's kind of shady. You go down back alleys and all this other stuff to get really good knockoffs. And I'm talking really good knockoffs, you pay $40. They want $120, but you can easily talk them down to $40. And I'm talking really good knockoffs. There's nowhere else in the world you can do that. I mean, maybe let me say, there's nowhere else in the United States you can do that.
That's absolutely not true, but okay.
And every time I've gone back to New York, I really haven't had the chance to go into the city in Manhattan just because it's expensive. It's a pain in the ass. And, nobody from Long Island wants to go in the city. But it's one of those things that I'm going to have my son who's 6'6", and he hasn't been in the city in a long time. So I was like, you know what? Since we're driving from Albany to New York, let me go ahead and stop by Canal Street. Sage wants a purse, and I'm going to get a couple and a wallet and see what happens. Because you can really get them for I could probably get 4 or 5 bags and 3 wallets for $200.
I just can't believe this is coming out of her mouth right now. So let me get this straight. You have $200 to spend on fake bags. I don't know why you're 55 years old and you need to buy fake bags. I mean, I bought them in my early 20s, but I wouldn't be caught dead carrying a fake, Louis Vuitton bag now at 45. But yeah, you're You have $200 to spend on a fake bag to, I guess, purport that you're some rich woman. It's so ridiculous. Like, just go to TJ Maxx, girl, and get yourself a nice little Michael Kors bag or something. But anyway, you have all this money to buy a fake bag, but that $200 could have been spent on your son's dorm room supplies, Laura. Like, you have money to spend on yourself, but you ask other people to pay for your kids' dorm room supplies. Could make that one make sense. Like, I can't even believe she says this shit out loud. If I was one of the people in her chat right now, I would be extremely fucking mad. And by the way, you're not hustling anybody down from $150 to $40. That's never gonna happen. And it totally figures that she like haggles these people. Like, just give them their money. I just can't believe she's even saying this out loud, that she's spending hundreds of dollars on fake designer shit for herself, but expects you people to pay for her kids' necessities for his dorm room. Like I said the other day, suckers.
So, and really nice ones. And what Brittany fails to remember, Brittany, I work my ass off. I work a full-time job during the day. I work candles half the night, and I work YouTube. Okay? Besides being a mom, I bust my ass.
You work a full-time job. You are a babysitter. That's not really a full-time job. Do you have any benefits or a 401k with that babysitting job? How's your retirement with that babysitting job? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? But you bust your ass? Well, then you should bust your ass to buy your own kid his shit that he needs.
I am not you, Brittany. I don't have the luxury of sitting around all day with a drunk-ass boyfriend who does nothing but probably live off disability and go to my subs and cry because I can't pay an electric bill. Okay? That has never been me.
Okay, to be fair, maybe she never begged for an electric bill, but wasn't she just e-begging for tires recently? Because I remember that. Oh, she needed a tire. She had this whole story about how she could have had a blowout or something that didn't make sense. Does anybody else remember this? Yeah, you've come on here several times begging for money for various items and things that you needed to pay for, whether it was a vet bill or whatever, trips here, trips there. Yeah, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? That's pretty much exactly you.
Unlike you, Brittany, I work hard. And I know that you don't realize that people that work can actually spend their money on things. And I know that you have no idea the cost of things. So let's just backtrack a little. All right?
People that work could buy things except for the things that you need to buy for your kid's dorm room. Do I have that straight? You only want to buy things for yourself. You don't want to buy things for your kids. So I guess the internet has now become your baby daddy.
Right? Do you know how much a flight is for two from Huntsville to Albany, New York? If you want to take a roundabout, it cost me $800 for 2 tickets.
Okay, and so I looked up the flights from where she's coming from to MacArthur, and she would have been spending an extra $33 a flight. $33, so $60-something in total that she's saving, but going to spending gas and tolls, driving from Albany, plus the time that it takes. It just doesn't even make sense.
Okay. Then we have the rental car because we need a rental car for a few days. That's another $400. So right there, just to get him to school was over $1,200.
Right. And then you decided to, for some reason, take an extra trip all the way back down to Long Island before you go to his school and waste more money. That makes sense.
All right. That doesn't include gas. That doesn't include anything. And I'm saying all this for a reason. Okay. I really am. I'm telling everyone this for a reason. That doesn't include the trip that we had to go when we went to see the school, which was another, I think that was like 900 plus hotel, another couple of hundred. And that was for like 4 or 5 days. But this trip, just the hotel, and we're only going like 3 days, but just the airfare, car, and a hotel, which I decided not to get. But with a hotel, the trip would have been $1,500. I've narrowed it down to $1,200. That's just to go drop him off. Okay, Brittany?
And this is called being a parent and having children. I mean, this is the things you have to do. Every parent's going to have to do this eventually if their kids decide to go to college. But you're making it like he has to go to some college across the country. Well, how much is his tuition? Oh, it's probably free, and that's probably why you're doing this. So, the $1,200 or $1,500 that you had to spend to get there, it's going to save you a lot in the long run. But again, this is all your choices in life. So nobody feels bad for you. Exactly nobody.
That doesn't include food. That doesn't include gas. That doesn't include all the other stuff he needs that we're buying when we're there.
That also doesn't include the $200 worth of fake designer bags, does it?
So when you add that together, you're talking over $3,000, okay, with everything. That includes gas, food, just us being there, and the other stuff he needs.
And she saved over $1,000 by having her subscribers buy the things that he actually does need while he's there.
I am a single mom, Brittany. Okay?
We knew that one was coming.
I have been for a long time. Dayton's dad is dead. I can't get help from him.
Wait, hold on.
He's dead. All right? So it's not like he can work. He's fucking dead. So it's just me and Dayton. So for anybody, and I do mean anybody, to question, it's not like he's a loser sitting next to me drunk and on kratom.
Didn't he die of a drug overdose? Yeah, anyway.
And can't answer a fucking door or do anything. If that was the case, I would understand people getting a little, anxious about it. But the difference between me and you, Brittany, not only do I work 20 hours a fucking day.
Holy shit, you work 20 hours in a 24-hour day and you still can't afford your kid's shit?
And I bring in money from lots of different places because of all the bills that I have. And not an $800 electric bill, just raising 3 kids. And I would say that you would know that, but you don't, because you don't know what it takes to raise kids because you already fucking gave away 3. And, well, we know how you treat the others. So anyway, I am dumbfounded that you, of all people, have the audacity to say anything about that my subscribers and my community, who knows how hard I fucking work because they see it. People that help me, Brittany, see how hard I work. They also see my son, who they've seen since he was, 13?
They also see your son, who they've seen? What?
He was a baby. And now he's turned into an 18-year-old man going away to college. Thank you, Disco. And who's now turned into a young man going away to college. They know his hardships. They know what he's been through. They've watched him grow up. They've watched him handle his father's death. They've, watched when me and Brad... $6,000 to not even use any of it? Heifer, really? Where are your gifts, Brittany? Because I can assure you, everything that was bought for Dayton, he will use. Every single thing. From the sheets, thank you, Spiked. From the sheets, a coffee maker, I forgot about that. You just reminded me, he is going to need a coffee maker.
Yeah, so you motherfuckers better get on buying that shit.
For you, Brittany. The entire total of what was on that list is under $500.
That's not true, because I happen to have added it up when she's still up, and the exact total comes to $964.84, and that's before taxes. That was just the price of the items that were listed, but I didn't add tax, so it'll be over $1,000 once taxes are added.
And $250 of it came from one gift. Okay, one gift was the $250, which I did not expect someone to buy, and they did, and I could not be more thankful. Dayton loved the blanket that's in it. So
in her eyes, that's not raising money. Those things are free. That $200 that somebody spent on that one gift, that's not money or anything. It's a gift, so it doesn't count. It's just unbelievable. She is asking Brittany where her gifts are, as if Brittany has to show her, the gifts that she got. Like Laura bought her a gift for the baby or something. It's just unbelievable. But this same person here is talking about how she's going to go buy herself some knockoff designer bags, and you guys could buy her son the coffee maker that he needs. I mean, it's just unfucking believable. And I promised I wouldn't curse, but I just have to in that situation. But anyway, moving on. There's one more little clip I want to play because I couldn't take much more and I turned her off. But I found this part funny. So let's listen to this and then we'll be done.
before I even go further, I also want to address something that I addressed on Queen Bee's panel. So I heard that some asshole who Brittany promotes had an issue saying that what Phoenix is making really isn't that much money.
Hey, how you doing? I'm the asshole, but that's not what I said, but we'll get there.
Are you fucking kidding me? Your first job in college is $34 an hour? Well, actually it was 30. Now it's 34. And 70 grand a year is not a lot of money for a 21-year-old on his first fucking job. Are you joking?
Wow, we got a $5,000 raise in the last couple of days because, like, last week it was 65,000. Now it's 70. Which one is it?
You don't make 70 grand in your fucking ever in your entire fucking life. You haven't made 70 grand. The fuck is wrong with you? Like, I can't even believe you're such a fucking cunt that you would say something so stupid. Like, I did not expect that from you, at all whatsoever. I would expect that out of someone like BJ, but out of you? That's fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, I guess our whole chat was going on about it. I was like, are you serious? 21 years old? He's making 34 an hour? He's not even out of college yet. He still has a year left and a whole bunch more in grad school.
And here's what was actually said, because, of course, everything here gets twisted. I mean, to just expect 2 weeks before you're leaving for strangers to buy all this shit for you, you know, it's her last grift. This is it, dude. The kid thing is over for Laura. Her last one's going to college, and this is it. She's not going to be, well, no, I should say when they graduate, then she'll be like, you can't use the kids anymore, dude, as an excuse. Like, oh, I have 3 kids in college, you know? You can't use it. Well, she just told us that her son was making $65,000 a year, which I don't know. She seems to think that's like such a tremendous amount of money. I guess it's good for his age. You know, she's like, that's what I raised my family on. No, you didn't, girl. Because Laura, you told me how much you made at your last job, and you're about like 20-something thousand dollars short. But okay. Anyway, which is why you were able to qualify for assistance. You know, so that kid, if he's making that type of money, he doesn't need, he doesn't need anything from you. So, you know, her daughter seems to be doing well for herself. So what do they need from you exactly? No, that's what I'm saying. $65,000. Laura's talking about, it might be good money in Alabama. Here, that's not that great. I mean, it's helpful. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, but it's not like you're not gonna be rich by any means. I mean, it's an okay salary. It's good for, I guess I should say, it's good for a starting salary somewhere, right? Like, that's a great starting salary, yeah. Didn't say it wasn't a lot of money. She's like, you can't. Like, girl, chill out. It's great money for a kid that's 21. Nobody is denying that, okay? A kid that doesn't have a mortgage or any type of bills to pay, okay? Or a car or car payments or insurance, and things to that nature. It's great money, right? When you're a single person and you're by yourself. My point was, it's not great money to raise a family on. Like, nobody could raise an entire family and have a house and pay a mortgage on that type of salary. And nobody was going on and on about it in chat. But this is like mixed Scrooge over here, Laura. That's all she thinks about and cares about is money. Everything is about money, money, money. And we get it, girl. You need money. But, you're trying to sit here saying that, oh, Brittany, you don't understand what it's like. I work 20 hours a day and blah, blah, blah. I work hard for my money. Well, then pay for your shit, girl, okay? And don't expect everybody else to pay for it. And, pay for your kid like most parents would do. Pay for your kids' needs before you pay for your wants. That's all I'm saying. And with that, have a good day.